Yeah, hey everybody, it's me, Thresh. I play Bracken. He's a Kinder fighter monk. Not very good at talking, but pretty good at fighting. Here to make today happen.
Alrighty. Next up for our introductions, we've got Avi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Avi. She's a half-elf bard sorcerer who cares deeply about her friends, is always quietly singing or humming, and she's just a little spooky.
Alrighty. We love a little spooky. And
Yes, we do.
last but not least, let's get Cecil.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm. He's a forest gnome cavalier cleric. He's very nervous about being back home. He's doing his best to not get caught and still trying to make a positive impact here.
Alrighty. Let's hope that continues. Or else, who knows? There could be consequences. So, we left off in Darkholm with a bit of, well, a bit of information revealed. The rapid progression of change in Darkholm, headed by a singular figure new to the council. We had a request of our heroes to perhaps investigate, and a nasty rumor that perhaps might be proving more true than false. But there's more to learn in Darkholm, especially after some strange dreams that visited some of our figures. But that's up to you to figure out and discover. So, heroes, you had met Willa Darkholm. You had agreed for drinks later this evening. But now, I ask, what would you like to do?
We're out in public, right?
You are currently on the streets, I believe, yes.
Cecil will yank on Avi's sleeve a little bit to
Yeah,
get her
what's
to.
up, Bagel? I'll come down, whisper
Hey,
a little bit.
yeah. Do you think maybe we could check around? Maybe like some of the cathedral area where my other sister might be and see about that rumor.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just, we were gonna go talk to Willa, and, that was
Yeah.
also part of the rumor stuff, and
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Willow would be able to tell us whether
yeah,
or not,
but
right?
we can still go poke around, see if she's there.
What if he's trying
Maybe.
with both of them?
What if?
Cecil's grip on her sleeve tightened.
Okay. Um, I'm sure that's not the case. Although it would be smart to put all of his eggs in, different baskets. That sounded bad. Um,
The grip on Avi's sleeve tightened.
all right. I can't really feel my fingers. Uh,
Oh, sorry.
it's fine. It's understandable. If it were my sisters, I'd feel the same way. Um, we can go see if she's there. Check on her. I don't know how, you know, I don't want to start too many conversations with too many of your siblings in one day, and they're all like,
Oh,
"Oh, this tall lady was talking to me today." Oh no, wait, I was talking to a weird tall lady too.
I guess you do kind of stand out, and we're already at
Yeah,
2, aren't we?
yeah.
There's only 2 left.
Oh, well,
That's okay. I think maybe you're right. Maybe we just wait to talk to Willa.
I know that it's concerning, and I understand. Really, I do.
Thanks, Avi.
Yeah.
I might strangle him.
Okay. Yeah, I get that too. Last resort. Yeah.
Mm,
Strangling him is on the table.
it's pretty high on the list. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, we're still trying to keep a low profile.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're still Bagel.
Oh,
And I
right.
feel like you strangling him would give you away. You know?
I think it might be worth it. But you're right.
Okay. No, I get it. Like I said, if it were my sisters, I'd throw it all away too.
Okay. Okay. We'll play it safe and slow. Maybe it was just a rumor, and it doesn't sound like it's you know
Hmm.
an imminent thing.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take some deep breaths.
Yep. In and out.
Straighten my little helmet.
Okay. It looks good. Just shine
Thumbs up.
it. Yeah. I thought so.
You can hear internal deep breaths from inside the helmet. It's a little echoey.
Little Darth Vader breathe. All right. Well, what do we want to do until it's time to meet with Willa? We got a lot done today. I went to see the Loonberries. You guys heard a
Yeah, we got some time
rumor.
to kill.
Did I give Avi the thing that I bought?
You bought a yes,
Okay,
yes.
good.
The pastry.
Yeah.
I don't think you've eaten it yet, but I have it.
All right. Well, remember it.
Okay. Did I ever give you your troll finger?
Nope. Still holding on to it.
I think it's gone off by now.
Oh man.
I'm
I didn't know
sorry.
it had an expiration date.
Well, I mean, it might not. It's still in my bag if you want it.
Is it in the magic bag?
Is it? There's so many character sheets open.
There's no air in there. It's gonna get all stale.
Uh,
I think air is what makes it stale.
Troll fingers. Yeah, they're in the bag of holding.
All right. When you have this pastry, I'll eat the troll finger,
Okay.
no matter what.
All right.
No matter what.
Now to just overload each session so you forget about the pastries again. Make Cecil eat mold.
No.
Know how he is on Constitution saving throws.
Going through enough. We don't need more tummy troubles.
Alright. So the afternoon can pass by easily enough. And evening comes. And with it, you're meeting with Willa at the Ugliest King. At this point, there are plenty of figures here. Panther Knights that are home from their journeyings are a little rowdy in the tavern. There's a nice bit of music playing from a local bard. It's pretty good.
Cecil looks at Avi and like nods towards the stage.
I know it's tempting, but we're here to meet with Willa.
Little disappointed shrug.
You can't speak to her, nor can you play your bongos. So
A disappointed early shrug.
I'm the
And
tallest. No, go ahead.
Cecil's gonna look around for a shorter chair. Is there a shorter chair that Avi can sit on?
I would say that there are chairs. They're sized for a larger figure, but they're fold-up chairs, so like they are shorter, so that way you're not like towering over the table, but they are made so that way you're not like trying to sit on like a kid-sized chair. It's like a little yoga chair. But because this is still primarily a gnomish settlement, they do keep them like folded up, but they are available upon request.
Cecil will leave it for now.
I'll look over the crowd to see Willa anywhere.
You would see Willa. She's not at a table currently, just sort of standing around with a tankard, and seems to be chumming it with a few other out of armor, out of uniform Panther Knights.
Alright. You want to get drinks first?
Little head nods.
Okay. I'll walk over to the bar and I'll order 3. You want one, right, Bracken?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure, now that can be ale or berry cider.
It has the berry cider here.
It's phenomenal.
Well, then that's what I want.
Alright. It'll be a silver tankard, and then you'll have the 3 berry ciders.
8.
So,
Oh, do you have a straw?
a bit odd for a cider, but
Well, see, my buddy, he doesn't like to take his helmet off. He's got a thing.
there's still like confusion on the bartender's face, but he'll pull a straw over.
Thank you.
Alright. Alright, so 3 ciders and 1 straw. Later, what is the game plan?
I'll start moving in Willa's direction. You know, kind of circuitous.
As you start taking a few steps over, you would notice where her head turns. It seems perhaps she spotted you at the corner of her eye. She gives a wave. Yeah. She gives a wave over to you, turns back to the other Panther Knights, gives a quick goodbye, and then approaches. Well, glad to see you're here.
Yeah, we made it. Thank you for inviting us again.
Well, why don't we go grab a table?
Yeah.
And so Willa will scout out and grab an empty table. And do you want me to go grab one of them chairs, the special chairs, or
No, that's fine. I make myself small.
whatever?
It's all right.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, you're all able to take seats around the table.
This place it's lovely.
Yeah, no, it's quieter when, half the guys are out on, patrols and whatnot, but when people are back, it really gets rowdy.
That sounds like my kind of place.
Wouldn't trade this anywhere else.
Cecil shifts a little uncomfortable in the seat.
So have patrols picked up recently?
No, not particularly. Um, though rotation ain't been well, as rotated, if I'm being honest. Some people get out more often than others. I don't know, I feel like there's something in the back end making it that way.
That's odd.
Yeah. What can you do? Bureaucracy.
Yeah, you're telling me. Hope we're not here to talk about work and stuff. Tell me about you.
Oh, there's nearly not too much about me other than work. Not with, who my family is.
Who's your family?
Well, I'm a daughter of Darkholm, not just the city. She looks into the tankard. Come from a long line of Darkholm. Got a whole seat on the council and everything. Hands in all the important cookie jars and... well, more pressure to be right than not.
I can understand that a little. Not that my family had much influence. But I'm the oldest, so a lot of responsibility fell on me.
Yeah. No, I get you. I'm second in line out of 5.
That's a big family.
Smaller these days. But, life goes on.
That it does.
How many siblings you got?
3. All girls.
Girls are the minority with us. 3 sons.
Oh boy. I couldn't imagine.
It was definitely something, but I could rough it up with them as good as any other.
I bet you can. You seem the type.
Yeah.
Not anything bad.
No. Most of us are sort of rough and tumble.
And your other sister?
Cecilia, yeah. No, she's the, she can hold her own, mind you, when she needs to, but she's more softer.
Yeah, I've got one like that too.
She's working on her studies at the Moon Temple. I know that Allura don't have too many followers these days. Salanthra, Light of the Sun, everything like that. But there's a small church here. Large enough. Probably larger than most other places, I heard. She takes a drink out of the tankard. It's probably some of the better things going on for her.
I don't mean to pry or anything. If it's hard to talk about.
It's just, I mean, we were all sort of affected by it, but Cecilia, she got real hurt. Our youngest brother, he's basically been shunned, banished from the city. No one's supposed to seek him out, to talk to him. My dad don't even really talk about him these days. She's never quite gotten past that. And it seems that, well, my father thinks that he can fix that broken heart with a sort of arrangement. One that Thaylen's all too eager to step in on.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. But it's hard to really step in, you know, because we were all raised with a sort of a sense of duty to Darkholm because of our family, our lineage.
Sure.
So, I hate to see it happening to her, but I mean, there's again only so much that can be done.
No, I get where you're coming from. My daddy was like that, you know. When he said something, it was law. Hard to go up against him once he made his mind on something. So.
Don't mean to pry. Was something happened?
Well, no, he's fine. It's I got married to someone that he didn't approve of. Ran away. But you know that kind of fell apart, and I've been back home since then, and things are better, different than they were.
If only everyone could learn from a child going missing.
Your brother went missing?
No, but things aren't just the same anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, put too much stress on you with all of my family's ongoings.
No, please. Sometimes it helps to talk to someone who kind of gets it.
Yeah. Usually I just talk to Sekhmet and she can't really say anything back, but
She does seem like a good listener.
the best. Sometimes I think. Sometimes I think of just taking her and going. I don't think I ever could. Or would. And it's nice to think about just leaving all this behind.
It is. But I would not recommend it.
No, I've seen what happens when you don't do your job here. I'd never be able to come back. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't break Cecilia's heart like that, not after what she's already gone through. So, you gotta be some sort of emissaries from the group from Valdefera.
Unfortunately.
Bureaucracy, yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll give a little toast of her tankard with a sarcastic shake of the head before taking a gulp.
Oh, yeah. Avi will return that. Oh, this is really good.
Yeah, no, it's a Darkholm special. They use loonberries and everything. Nothing quite like it.
I've heard of the loonberries.
Yeah, Darkholm's pride and joy.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell anyone, but I got a little peek at the fields earlier today.
Your secret's safe with me.
Okay, good.
Like, I've already shared some things that'll put my head on, people's chopping blocks, so.
Oh, I'd never say a word.
And I appreciate that. So, anything besides my family you want to talk about? Any questions I can answer that perhaps you didn't get on your tour?
No, I don't know. I mean, there was a bunch of places that, we weren't supposed to go that were pointed out. And other than that, everything else was, just pointed to, and we were told what it was, and that was about it.
Sounds like you may have had a run-in with my brother. Goes by the name Zarid.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, he's... probably the best way to put it is brisk.
Yeah, that is accurate.
Yeah, he's got a lot riding on his shoulders. If anyone I worry about of my siblings, with things getting to it, it's him. He of course says that it's fine, but he's my little brother. Of course I worry.
He also doesn't seem the type to talk about his feelings.
He doesn't seem the type to talk at all. If he's not giving a report or giving orders, he's stuck in his own mind, that one.
Our families don't seem too different. Our siblings, anyway.
Yeah. I wish there was something different for us. I've seen some of the others and around the town, larger families that seem they don't have as many cares.
Hmm.
I wonder if things would have been different between all of us if we weren't Darkholmes. Idle fantasies.
Yeah, could have been. Well, hey, maybe if you're not busy sometime, you can give us an actual tour.
I mean, I can try. I'm no tour guide. There are better people than I, but I can definitely show you some of the hot spots around the city.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
All right, yeah. I'm typically not on rotations these days. Like I said, that's kind of changed a bit. Uh, but I usually go and I feed Sekhmet in the morning, so if
Mm,
you head over to the stables, you might catch me.
sure. Yeah.
And you would hear from the door as a group comes in, a rowdy group that calls Willa's name, and she'll turn and give a raised tankard over to them, but doesn't seem to get up. Training friends and whatnot.
Well, I mean, don't let us keep you if you want to.
Well, stay as long as you like. Enjoy yourselves. Like I said, this is one of the best taverns we got. No matter what anyone else says.
Hey, if there's a break in the music, I might even get up there.
Yeah. I'll see if I can talk to the guys and make that happen.
Yeah, sure.
And so Willa will get up and start mingling with the newcomers and around the tavern with those that she knows.
Cecil will tug on Avi's shirt again.
I'll lean in close.
You think
Yeah,
she?
okay.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Okay.
You think she could get us in somewhere where we could spy on Thalen?
I don't know. Maybe?
Do you think she knows or suspects anything about him?
She might a little. I don't know, though. Should I have asked? I probably shouldn't have asked.
She might wonder why you're asking.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure, you're okay. That was
yeah,
a lot.
it was a lot, but
Mm.
we're here for a reason, and if we can set some things on a better path, I'll feel even better.
Okay. It was hard pretending I didn't know most of what she was talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to know that they're still thinking about me. If it comes to that she has suspicions, then maybe I say hey at some point. My family's not going to turn me in.
Right.
Not my siblings. I don't think my parents would either. But she might not tell you everything without knowing that I'm here too.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if she makes a pass, you could casually ask her. She's just making a lap around. Do you like the drink?
So good.
It's so good. He little sips out of his straw.
Hey, Bracken.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is going to be 12.
As you hear the whispering between Bracken and Avi, you would notice something. Uh, Sort of roughhousing, an arm wrestling stand has come up. You would notice that in the ugliest kitten here, there is one of the dark-winged fairies from the sort of the group that you've been a part of. Just one. It doesn't seem that he's with any of the others. But you recognize him from the barracks.
I'll keep an eye to see what's going on.
Alright. Currently, right now, he's just, welcoming challengers into testing their might against him.
I'm honestly feeling in a position where if I do anything to upset these Darkwing fairies, it's gonna get worse. So I'm just gonna pay attention and not start anything.
You're good. Just letting you know things that are happening.
No good, appreciate it.
So, drinks. Noticing of figures. Inspirings. And eventually, you would notice where there is a call from the bard on stage. And there will be a brief meal break.
Now's your chance, Avi.
You're right.
Light this place up.
I will. I'll stand and I'll be polite and wait until the stage is vacated, and then I will step up.
Yeah. There are a few figures, perhaps regulars of the Ugliest Kitten, that are a little confused and when you take the stage, but there's no heckling or jeers.
I'm good. I'll sit on the floor of the stage. I don't want to, these chairs are uncomfortable, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So I'll just sit kind of cross-legged on the stage with my lute, and I'll start softly, and gauge interest and go from there.
Roll a performance roll.
I would love to.
How much of a what kind of song are we playing?
What do you mean? It's just, it's okay. It's
Like Imagine Dragons vibes?
it's
Or...
it's definitely like normal
Like a party
tavern
rock?
music, but
Sorry for party
yeah,
rocking front to back.
no, we don't mess with that. It's
Is there a beat?
of course there's a beat.
Is it like
This
appropriate
is
for crowd
303. This
engagement?
is 303. This is not LMFAO.
Well, Cecil's gonna start stomping his foot to the beat and trying to get the crowd going.
Yeah, I'd say with a 25 and, the start of the area, you do pick up some enthusiasm from the crowd.
We're just trying to get things going.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, when you finish that sort of initial gauge and the the crowd seems hyped. What's the play?
Once the crowd is hyped, Avi will stand and we'll really start going. We're talking hyped up tavern music.
Oh yeah.
Might even switch up an instrument or two. Do I got a flute or maybe I? No,
You asking?
I'm asking me.
Is there
I'll
a flute
pull
on your
out.
character sheet?
I'll pull out my fiddle
All right. Yeah.
after a while.
Um.
That's really her comfort zone anyway.
Yeah. You definitely see the enjoyment from the patrons here. There's more banging of feet and fists on table in rhythm. If they know the songs, they'll sing along. You've got a whole crowd here that's appreciative.
Incredible.
And
Can I look and gauge Willa's reception of the performance?
she's enjoying it. She's not one of the ones that are more rowdy. She's sort of leaned up against a wall watching this, but you see that she's nodding her head in time.
Hell yeah.
And when your set comes to an end, Avi, there's a lot of like cheers from the crowd, raised tankards. Willa's tankard is raised from where she stands towards the stage. It seems you've got yourself a growing fan base here in Darkholm.
Nice.
Do you pass anything around for any sort of tips?
What do I even have?
Cecil grabs a bowl and is walking around just pointing at Avi
Yeah, Bagel's taking care of that.
with a bread bowl or something.
Alright.
I will say that there's, just a little extra nod towards Willa as I step down.
Sounds good. Alright, so that'll be... You get 13 gold and 68 silver in tips. It seems most of the gold has been, not, present, but, people are offering what they've got in their pockets, which seems to be mostly silver here.
Cecil
Oh,
will
that's
deliver
fine.
the bowl to Avi in full.
Okay, how much gold was it again?
13 gold, 68.
1368. Got it.
Dang.
Sorry, somebody messaged me just as you were telling me how much money I made.
Go beat him up.
I can't be short and wearing a helmet.
So. Do you stay at the Ugliest Kitten for much longer after this, or?
I don't think so. I think we've come here for what we...
Yeah, we got what we needed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When we get outside, then, if that's the direction we're going, can we take a pass back towards the gate to the berry fields?
Mhm.
Just to see what nighttime security looks like, just in case we need to get in there to shadow Thalen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you...
Ooh, I might sit this out just because I've already been over there today. And I don't want them to think, I don't want that guy to think that I told people about him letting me take a peek.
We're just gonna casually walk by, right?
It's
Oh,
up to
no.
you.
Yeah, we're just gonna casually walk by.
Okay. Alright, so I'll ask
Little
for
slow.
a perception check as you pass by.
18.
As you look over, Bracken, you just see walls around
Yeah,
something. That's
looks
really
dirty.
Cecil, as you peer, you see the walls that surround the Loonberry Fields, and you would notice that there are guards, two to each side of the wall, and then what looks to be a patrol on the grounds around the outside as well.
Pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Bracken, it looks like they're keeping this place locked down, which makes sense. It might be tough to get in there. Are you gonna head back to the barracks and meet us in the
Yeah,
morning?
it's probably for the best I go back.
Then maybe we have Avi ask Willa if she knows anything about Thalen, and based on how that goes, maybe I'll make my reveal.
Sounds good. I'll catch y'all in the morning.
All right. And Cecil will head back to the Hidden Hollow.
Alright. I'm assuming Avi's making her way back there as well.
Yeah.
Bracken,
Yo.
when you return to the barracks, do you stay up any or do you just go straight to bed?
Straight to bed.
Alright.
I don't want to associate with any of these people. I have no interest in getting to know them. I'm here for a job.
Okay. Just curious.
All good.
Alright, and then Cecil, Avi, what do you guys do at the Hidden Hollow?
Cecil will get back up to the room and take his helmet off. Make a very dramatic breath like he couldn't breathe the entire time, but he was fine.
We need to punch more air holes in that thing.
No, I'm just being dramatic.
That's my job.
Well, I thought I'd give it a try.
Oh, well, you did it pretty well.
Insight check. An extra one. All right. Well, thanks. I'm not sure I'll stick to it though. Bracken went back to the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should try and catch Willa at the stables, and maybe, since I don't know, you put on a nice show and I think she'll remember you. You had a nice conversation. You think you could ask her about Thalen?
Yeah, I could. I think I could work that into a conversation.
I mean, you could even, depending on how it goes, you could even mention that the mayor is uncomfortable about him, and you can
Yeah.
ask us to look at things. And based on that, maybe I make my reveal to her.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It should be safe.
I hope it is. Do you want to do another watch or?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna look out this window.
Okay. You just wake me up when you get tired.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Thanks, Ami.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright. And with that, you're all able to complete a long rest. And in the morning,
I didn't see that bitch running around on the rooftops.
No.
Good.
Now, if she's underground, though. No.
Well, I didn't see her.
But, no. Come morning, you can head over to the stables. Cecil. No, not Cecil, sorry. Bracken.
Yes.
That fairy that you had seen at the Ugliest Kitten sort of shoots you a glance in the morning. Roll me an insight check.
Oh wait, I'm clicking passive insight. There we go. 19.
19. It's very much a sort of don't say anything and I won't say anything kind of vibe for the sort of glance that he sends over your way.
What is there for me to say? Say against me? I didn't do anything.
You don't know. He's...
I'll walk up to him and... your face got a looking problem, bud?
No. No, it doesn't.
All right, then what's up?
Just don't say anything about where I was last night.
Okay, I wasn't... I don't know who you are and... whatever. Yeah, you got it, man. Sure.
No, you sit here and you don't talk to anyone. No one knows about you except for what they say. So I don't know if you're going to be the one to try and, sell someone else.
All right, now you're talking a lot of shit and I don't appreciate it.
I'm just saying I don't know you from Jack. So I'm just saying don't say nothing about where I was, and I won't have to say nothing about where you might be.
About where I might be... Buddy,
Look, I don't know anything about you. I'm just asking for you to just keep quiet.
literally all of this could have been avoided if you just went on about your day. I don't care about you or all of you, all right? I'm here to do what I need to do to get this done and get out of here.
Yeah,
Is that
same.
understood?
Not everyone here is because they want to be.
Yeah, good, great, awesome, good talk.
All right.
Eat your breakfast, leave me alone.
Yeah. So. See. As this happens, we do have our first ad break coming up. So after our ads, we'll see what's going on at the stables. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us at Wildewitch RP. Another great way of supporting us is direct donations to my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen and in our chat room. So support us how you can. Stick around, and we'll see you very soon. Oh, man. What? Oh, stables. That's where we were heading to. The stables, and my link stayed. Um... So... What do you, So what do you guys want to do?
Go to the stables, I guess.
You're in the stables. Are you?
Right.
I'm assuming you're looking for Willa.
Yeah.
Uh, give me a perception check.
Hey, that's really good.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to see her.
Morning.
And she'll look up. Oh, yeah, morning. No hangovers, right?
No.
Typically don't get any with cider, but I mean, if you get too far in the cups.
Well, you haven't lived until you've seen Drunk Avi. I'll tell you that.
Maybe one of these days.
Maybe. So, you busy today?
Nope. Schedule came back, and I'm still not putting on any patrols. Sekhmet's getting a little restless, so after tour I might just take her out for a run of myself.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like riding a panther out there. But you wanted a no stops pooled tour.
Exactly.
And she'll sort of stand up and brush herself down. So, I'm assuming that since you unfortunately got paired with Sarid, you got mainly the basics: main road, areas of importance, things like that.
Yep.
Alright. And then, well, we start around this area. And so, she'll go through and give a more in-depth tour through the eyes of a local. Businesses that, while have a counterpart on Main Street, are perhaps a little better of quality, not as flashy. She points out different establishments for eating, mentions some of their specialties, whether they've got better breakfast options or are like the ugliest kitten, rowdy and lively. Price points, things like that. She also will point out areas that are less open to the idea of strangers in the walls of Darkholm. You're nice. I don't want you to see in some of the worst that our city can offer.
Right. Oh, thank you.
No. Yeah. You listened to me blab last night. It's the least I could do. Make sure that you're taken care of while you're here. And as she leads you around, she'll finish off the tour in the temples district, where you see little churches and temples that are devoted. It's more shrines rather than some of the grander cathedrals you've seen. There is one large cathedral, but it does seem to be host to many deities rather than just a single.
Gotcha. Well, I will say that that was a lot more informative than your brother's story.
Glad that I can impart some of my knowledge to people who might need it.
Yeah. Listen, before you go, can I talk to you about something?
I'm sure.
Um, and I'll kind of lower my voice, um, stoop down a little bit, just so not to be rude or anything, but just so I'm closer to her. Um, you said a name yesterday at the tavern. Um, one that I've heard more than once and not in the best light. Phelan?
Yeah, Dalen. What about him?
Well, just kind of getting a gauge on him. Um,
He's a
there are some.
prick that's full of himself.
Oh, yeah,
Cecil kind of jostles. You're like, oh.
that's what I've been hearing.
There was a situation. Uh, the thing that I alluded to with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's not really talked about.
Sure.
Well, after the effects, the sort of immediate consequences of that, Thalen sort of presented himself as a hero and demanded more station in the city and got it. Now he's sort of trying to climb higher and higher, and look, there are some things that, I don't mind in general.
Mm,
I just don't like the way that he's brought it about.
no, I understand. And um, between you and me, uh, the mayor has asked us to look into him.
I'm not surprised about that at all, honestly. Might be a little hard. Like I said, he's full of himself, but he's got some sort of schemes that he's pulling, protections that he's wrapped around himself. As soon as he got a seat on the council, he's pulled back from doing any actual guard work.
Mm.
But he keeps in touch with his friends back from when he was active, taking over the clerical oversight of the Loonberries.
Hmm.
Right. You won't find him in armor or anything like that, but he makes sure he's in places that he's seen. That way, people are going to be less likely to do stuff to him.
Got it.
I wish you luck in trying to get some dirt on him, but you got your work cut out for you.
Thank you. I think we need all the luck we can get.
If I see anything, I'll let you know, right? I don't like being around him too long.
Oh, don't put yourself out on our account. Enjoy your ride.
And she'll nod. With that, Willow will make her way off.
Cecil will tug on Avi's shirt.
Yes, Bagel.
Well, I think she's in a habit of coming here every morning. So if we can find something concrete, we'll know where to find her. I think she'd be able to get some other balls rolling once we have something useful.
Okay, there's like 4 she's that you could be talking about right
Oh, Willa.
now. Okay. You talking about the temple or the stable?
Well, Willa was here. It seems like she's here every morning.
Well, she gave you a tour and finished at the temple.
Oh, sorry, at the stables. That seems
You
where she
want
starts her day. I mean, if
you
we need her, that's where we can find her in the mornings.
that? Okay, I'm just making sure you don't want me to keep bothering your sister every morning. Because if I keep doing that and I'm like super nice to her,
Then what?
I don't know,
She might try and buy you a drink.
maybe.
Hmm.
All right. Um, anything that you want to do today other than that?
Well, I'd love to find Jellibass.
Sure.
I'd love to find something on Thalen.
Mm-hmm.
That would really be nice.
Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Um,
Speak of the devil. You would glance at Thalen. And he's not alone. You would see that walking towards the temple district that you find yourselves currently in,
no.
a figure that looks very familiar to you, but different.
Oh no.
More feminine featured Cecil. There's, of course, softer and smaller changes between her features. Not full identical, but enough shared features that you can confidently say that this is Cecil's twin sister.
And sorry, immediately putting her hand on Cecil's shoulder.
She is being escorted to perhaps her temple duties by one Balin.
How far are they away from the temple?
Say when you catch sight of them, they're like just turning into the district, so like 100 or so feet away currently.
Cecil would like to break free from Avi's grasp if possible.
I'm not holding tightly.
I don't know.
I just don't want you to do something stupid.
Cecil would like to walk towards them, and then when he passes them, like, turn so that he can get behind them, hopefully within earshot.
Alright, I'm going to ask. I'm gonna ask for a stealth roll.
From the party?
I mean, are you joining Cecil and trying to eavesdrop on this conversation?
No. If it's just Cecil, I'll let him go alone. I feel one body would be better for that.
Okay.
I gotta see if I got anything.
I believe Chad is giving you an advantage. Yes, Chad has redeemed advantage for you.
Chad is very kind. I got a 19.
Good,
Chad, is
good.
this real?
As you follow, and listen to the conversation. It's very Thalen heavy. It's been weeks that you've been thinking on this. Your father thinks that it is a very promising alliance that can be made, an arrangement between us. I understand that I'm not as, perhaps, wealthy as some of the other families, but I am coming into my own. And I want you at my side, Cecilia. I understand. I've heard what you've said time and time again. And I've spoken to my father. But as I told you before, I need time to think about it. I'm busy with studies. And she kind of holds her books closer to her chest. You'll have all the time to study once we've married. And an esteemed partner who will be able to perhaps get you into more distant universities and programs. I have plans for the city. I'm sure you do.
Cecil just beeline back to Avi and Bracken when the path makes sense to do so.
Yeah. Easily done.
Cecil will say, not that quietly. He's trying, but she isn't having it.
Yeah.
Smart girl.
That's what I'm saying. Is strangulation a bad option at the moment?
At the moment, yeah, your sister's right there.
Well,
You really want her to see that?
that's fair.
Prove a point.
You really want the entire city down on your head?
Well,
Pulling your helmet off? Making things worse?
they already want that. But that's probably not best for the situation, huh?
No, not at the moment.
Did he go in, Faye, or...
No. He just walks her to the door and then watches for a moment before turning to leave, and you would notice a sort of frustrated scowl on his face.
Which way is he going?
Back the way that he came.
Maybe he has an office or something, and we can follow him to it.
I can follow him for a little bit. Listen to what he's thinking about.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'll see you later, Bagel.
Quiet wave. A slow one, too.
And I'm gonna keep within 30 feet of Thalen, but follow him. And cast to detect thoughts.
Alright. I'm going to ask for a stealth roll.
Sure, I can do that. So good at that. 18.
Alright. So, detect thoughts, and I'm assuming you're using the get the front thoughts for,
Yep, for now. If we want to risk it after.
Now, it did change with the 2024.
Let me read it. Hold on. I have not looked. I probably should have because it is pretty important to my character. Sense thoughts, read thoughts. Okay, so we'll start with read thoughts.
Yeah, the big change is that you just can't go probing around for specific thoughts. It's just
Exactly.
related to whichever's on its mind.
Yeah.
You feel a sort of angry buzzing sensation tapping into Thalen's mind. And it sort of forms itself into words. Damnable wrench slowing up my plans.
That's a Kelsey noise, not an Avi noise. Sorry.
No worries.
Why can't it be both?
Because a huge gasp after he just called someone a damnable wretch in his head would be pretty bad.
It can be an internal gasp.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Oh man. All right, let's risk it. I'm standing pretty far from him. Let's risk it. Let's probe a little deeper, see if we can't catch any of these plans, get specifics.
Okay.
Wisdom say.
Well, even with modifiers, I don't think that's going to help.
Uh-oh.
That is a natural 1 on the die.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, looming thoughts around his present situation definitely include plans, and you see there sort of flashes in your mind, aspirations of Thalen seated in the council room alone. You see gleams of gold and papers with Thalen's name signed on them. You see Thalen standing over a beaten down Dalafor. You can see that perhaps Thalen lusts for power.
Mm. Okay. I'm gonna keep walking, not looking in his direction, acting like everything's fine, and I'm just going about my day.
All right, give me a performance roll.
Okay. 26.
As you pass by him, he's very cautiously looking around before he settles himself and also continues walking. But you see that he fiddles with something on his body, and the minute is already passed, so you don't know that what exactly happens here. No thoughts come through, but he doesn't seem to suspect you.
Oh, good. And if I'm close enough to the boys, I'll message. Got some stuff to talk about.
I'd say just be within that 120-foot range.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, you're able to coalesce, come together. What would you like to do?
First of all, I need you to not freak out about what he said about your sister in his head. And after that brief disclaimer, I will share everything.
Wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Nothing
see you
terribly.
talking, Brent, but I don't hear anything.
Ah, yeah. None of it good.
No, and none of it terribly surprising either. What's the play here?
Is there any proof that we can find?
Only what's in my head. For now.
Roll an insight check here.
Thank you.
Bracken would like to roll. You're welcome to as well.
Yeah, I'll roll. Roll a d6. Good old insight. Ah.
Bracken, you
Pretty good.
sort of cling to something that was mentioned earlier. Bracken mentioned if Thalen had an office, you might be able to find some more concrete evidence in a personal space, such like an office, or maybe even a house.
Oh, you guys down to start breaking some rules, or because if he's got a place, we can go fishing for some extra stuff.
Sure. I like that. As of right now, we can assume that he's walking Cecilia to the temple every morning.
Sure.
And maybe meeting her when she's leaving. But
Maybe.
for sure when they're on the way, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Might be best to make a move now.
well, he's probably heading back there. I don't want to hit one and, chance him being there. Either way. And I hate to drag it out and wait till tomorrow, but unless we follow him some more, figure out his timeline.
Well, maybe we can follow him and see if he's going away from his house. Assuming he lives in the same place, I probably know where that is. And if he's going away from there, then we can go have a look maybe.
Well, stake out his house.
Well, if we watch where he's going now, and it's in the opposite direction of his house, then we know we're clear.
Can we still see him?
I would say at this point you would see where he's turning deeper into the city. Likely going towards the council hall or somewhere else more centralized.
All right, let's
Would I
pick
know
it
where
up.
he lives?
Last you knew, he kept an apartment by himself, not too far from his father's smithy. You don't know if he still has it or not, but it's one place to start.
We can go look in some windows. Well, I know where he used to live.
Okay.
I can probably tell whether that's where he still lives or not.
All right, let's figure it out.
Bagel starts off in that direction.
Let's
Avi
get
is
going.
following Bagel.
Bracken will follow Bajel.
Bechel, Dinamite, Fragile, other words.
Bajel and his French friend crossing.
So, as you're led over to this area, it's comfortable, but definitely not something that you would, not something you would call elevated living. As you approach the building that housed the apartment Phelan kept to, I'd say roll for me an investigation. Avi,
Yeah.
your height has advantages here.
You know, I knew it would.
You're able to more easily peer into the windows that would have belonged to Phelan's room. And in doing so, what you discover is that it looks to be vacated.
Cleared out.
Well, that's not helpful.
No. I'm with you on that.
Then we need to find out where he does live.
Could it be? Does it look too nice? Could it be secret?
I don't know.
Well, okay.
It just looks like it's empty. Like no one lives here.
Cecil casts Detect Magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Cecil.
You cast Detect Magic. You only see the magic that would be on you and your companions.
Yeah, nothing hiding in there.
Yeah.
It's just empty.
Cecil. Roll for me an insight check.
21.
There are most definitely two people you can think of that would know Phelan's current living whereabouts. His father and his sister.
Mm.
Mm.
That was an Avi noise, or a Kelsey noise too.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Cecil will turn around. Well, his father's smithy isn't too far.
Um,
Maybe he would tell us.
sure, let's just go ask his dad. Hey, you know your son Thalen, the one that's, hungry for power?
Well,
Where's
maybe
he
he's
living?
maybe. Well, he probably doesn't know that. Maybe he does, but maybe he's won something, and we need to deliver a prize.
Ah, I like that.
What about what? We forgot about the troll fingers. Um, I don't have anything. Do we have any worthy prizes in the bag of?
I mean, you are part of the foreign emissary group. You could say that you're here on official business, looking for them.
We could. Do I need to put on my tough face?
I think you do.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. I'm
It's
a
right over
part of a
there.
foreign emissary. I need to speak with your son.
Cecil's nodding.
Okay. That's great. Wonderful. Where does he live?
More nods.
Okay.
This is
Good.
great.
Okay. Let's try it.
All right. Then, yeah, Cecil can direct you to where the smithy is, which, true to Cecil's word, not far.
Mhm.
And you would notice um, an older gnome, hands calloused from years at the forge, uh, seated near to the counter where business is likely done, but stands as he notices your group coming in.
Morning.
Oh, good morning. Are you coming in for a custom work?
No, actually. We're here, with the foreign emissary. Um, and we know that you are the father of someone on the council, and we need to speak with him, but we cannot find where he lives.
Oh, some of the people Thalen invited, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can point you in his direction. He's not far from the council building. He's rented a newly built townhouse. Nice place.
Hmm.
Got it furbished and everything.
Oh, that's nice. Uh, if you could just point us in that direction.
He'll give you directions, and uh, I know that you're terribly important people, but if you're heading over that way, would you mind giving Thalen something for me?
Yeah, of course.
And he'll stand from where he sort of was and goes to the back and comes out with a small parcel. And if you could just give this to him, it would be very appreciated.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. You have a good day.
You as well, and please Enjoy your time here in Darkholm.
Thank you. Avi will turn and walk out of the shop. I feel bad. He's really nice and cute and old.
Yeah. What is it? What do you got there?
It's a box.
How big?
How big is it?
It's not big at all. I'd say, like, like the width of someone's torso, but like easily carried in two hands. Doesn't feel very heavy.
Shake it.
I'll shake it.
There's
Yeah.
definitely something of mass in there, and what sounds to be like papers as well.
Papers and something heavy. You don't want me to open this, do you?
There are fewer things that I want more right now. That might not be good though. You're kind of recognizable.
Yeah. I'm probably the most recognizable person in Darkholm right now.
You're everybody's friend.
Just say tall, weird, tall lady, and they know exactly who you're talking about.
And you just threw a big concert last night.
Yeah, I did.
It's called Lorkin over. It'll be fine.
I miss Lorcan.
How is it packaged?
Very simply.
So like, could we open it and then
Something that
reseal it?
could, yeah, something that could be refolded and wrapped
Probably.
up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have the address of the townhouse, yeah?
Yeah, you've got the directions to it from the smithy.
Oh, let's... How much of a hassle would it be to go back to the bed and breakfast and open it and then go? Because I don't want to open it on the street.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's for you guys to decide.
We can go back and open it and then proceed. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So, back to the Hidden Hollow, room 4. With a parcel to be opened.
Avi will kneel on the ground and set it on our bed and very, very carefully is starting to peel back paper.
Sleight of hand.
Uh-oh. Okay. Nope. That's a 6.
There is a tear of the wrapping paper.
I can't do this.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
If I use the shears that I've had for a long time to very carefully open it.
I will, if you use the shears, I will remove the roll.
I use the shears.
Okay. So very carefully, you cut away the paper and reveal where the box is folded underneath. And when you open it, Cecil, there is a very familiar handwriting on the papers that are here. A sort of looping script that you can attribute to Amelia.
Uh-huh. Been a while since I've seen this handwriting.
Mm-hmm. The item that is in there looks to be handcrafted of tightly woven dried woods, wicker. It looks to be a decorative paperweight.
I read the writing.
They are letters to her brother. They seem to be asking him to come visit more often, and she wishes to hear more about what he is doing. Roll for me an insight check as you read.
Oh, that was almost great.
Yeah, that's mainly the things that you're getting out of this.
Here, Avi, take a read. Bracken, you take a read. See if you gain anything else
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a gander.
from his sister.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can't read good.
But I'll read it. It's
An
fine.
insight.
I'll read it out loud to Bracken.
Look at that. We all forgot that little fact.
Um, with an 18, Avi, these letters, while there's only a small handful of them, they read almost like someone that is housebound or doesn't leave the house very often.
Seems like she doesn't get out much.
She might be under some sort of penalty or prison, perhaps.
Right.
Is there a return address on these things?
No, and I would say based on where you receive them, it's likely that Amelia is living with their father.
Confined to quarters, maybe, with their father.
Hmm.
That makes sense. Sounds like Thaylin doesn't go around to see his family very much.
Also, doesn't seem like they know what's going on,
I agree.
which is good. I mean, the less they know, the better, I think. For now.
For now, I agree again.
Do we want to give this to him, or do you...
Well, I think we kind of have to now.
Yeah. If anything, we can gauge his reaction when it's handed to him.
Oh, you want to give it to him? Oh. Okay. I was just gonna shove it in his mailbox. I like this better.
Well, we are from... we weren't lying when we said we were from the emissary, and now we have a reason to see him. A delivery from his father.
Yeah, it seems unlikely that he would go back to fact check that too.
Hmm.
Since he seems to be a bit of an asshole.
And full of himself.
And that.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got the address.
Yeah, we do. Let's wrap this thing back up.
Cecil attempts to put it back together.
I'm going to say... I'm going to make that a dexterity performance check. So dex base and then any proficiencies and performance bonuses, things like that can be added.
What if, what if it was a -1?
That's what happens.
Alright,
You-
it's an 11.
And that's based on the dex rather than the charisma?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Cool.
Dex is +0.
I don't know, Cecil. That's
Hands on hips. I did it.
uh, hold on, because I can see the middle of the box.
Well, his dad's a blacksmith. Maybe he's not, super into
His sister wrapped it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She would have done a better job.
You mind if I try?
I would prefer it,
Great.
but I gave it my best shot.
Yes, you did.
All right. This will be dex-based performance.
Great. 6 plus 15. Hold on. Plus 15.
And that, okay, so the 15 and then minus what the charisma would be, the charisma
Okay.
modifier. So
Charisma would be so plus 10, 16.
16. Yeah, 16 looks way better than what Cecil did.
Hands
Unfortunately.
never left hips.
It does have that feminine touch. I will say that it doesn't look the exact same way that Amelia had dyed it, but probably given the impression of Thalen's discernment, he probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Sure.
So,
We know who's doing the frapping at Winterlight.
oh. Well, now we
Alright.
know how that anything that comes from a bag is going to be either Cecil or Bracken.
Yeah.
All right, let's go find Thalen.
Okay.
All right. Easy enough to retrace steps and get to Thalen's townhome. And as you approach and can see the sort of front side, it is small, nice enough for a single figure living, but it does seem to be, putting on airs of importance, much more than a comely sort of apartment. We will have to see what goes on inside the townhouse after upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us at Wildewitch RP. Another great way of supporting us, direct donations to my Ko-fi link. That's on screen and in our chat room. Donations help keep our games affordable, so please stick around, and we'll see you very soon. All right. I'd say at this point, it's, early afternoon by the time that you arrive to the townhouse. And, well, what's the plan here?
We
Do our
knock
best.
and do our
As-
best.
You don't think he'd recognize you, do you, Avi?
Recognize me.
Well, you were doing magic-y stuff earlier.
He didn't seem to suspect me.
Would it be too much of a coincidence?
I don't know. We're part
Alright.
of the emissary.
Okay.
As you knock,
Just Avi, right?
is
I'm
it just
knocking.
Avi?
Is it? Am I all alone?
I mean, yeah, Bagel will go with silently.
Okay.
As you knock, Avi, it doesn't sound like there's any sort of footsteps from inside coming to greet you.
I'll knock again just to make sure.
Much the same.
Incredible. I'm gonna put the package in my bag of holding,
Alrighty.
and then I'm gonna use the chime of opening on the door.
Holy shit.
Okay. The door becomes unlocked.
Good job, buddy.
I'm assuming that you'll head inside after this.
Yes.
Cecil's in there.
Sorry, I was dealing with animal stuff.
No worries. The inside is well furnished. Comfortable, but more than not, things are, it seems, here for show rather than comfort. Very different energy than what you've seen at the Hidden Hollow.
Hmm.
And it's quiet. As much as he puts on this show, it seems that he does not seem to keep house staff, either due to a lack of funds or perhaps an abundance of secrets. One way to figure it out.
Alright, I want to be in and out of here. I don't want to spend too much time in this house.
Yeah, don't make it look like anyone was here.
Right. I'm looking for an office first and foremost.
Cecil's casting Detect Magic again.
Alright, I will keep that detect magic in mind. That's 10 minutes, yeah?
10 minutes.
Beautiful. Roll for me investigation checks. Anyone who's looking around.
Oh, come on. That's a 19.
Mine was.
Well, it looks like a 7.
You look like a 7.
Twinsies.
Cecil, you would find an office. It seems to be right across the way from his bedroom. In the office, you do not seem to see any magic.
Yet.
Potentially a yet is there. At this moment, there is no magic.
That means there's magic. Go deeper.
Alright. Let's,
I don't see anything magical.
Okay, that's fine. Let's just look through the desk quickly on once over. See
Can
if
I
there's
look for
anything.
traps.
Check for traps.
Yeah, Cecil's looking for traps.
An investigation check for traps.
17.
No traps, but you would notice one of the drawers is locked.
I'll pull on it. This one's stuck.
Charm of opening.
As it unlocks, you would see a collection of papers and journals, and Cecil. One of the journals is radiating illusory magic.
Hey, this one's magical.
Okay. I will. Third. Dispel magic.
Alright. The illusory magic fades, leaving a non-magical journal.
I open it. Did I notice like any difference when the magic was dispelled?
Just that the aura that radiated illusion magic dissipated.
Is it dated?
No dates. But it seems, some sort of personal journal of Thalen's.
I will start with the most recent in the back of the book, I assume.
Okay.
Unless he's a psycho and started writing in the back.
No. As you flip through to see where the most recent entry is, it seems to be from a few days ago, as it mentions the arrival of the entourage from Wildewitch. Delafor thinks me a fool, but I have plans in motion. Dark-winged fairies will serve me well, but I plan to turn on them all the same. But until that time, I must play nice.
Okay, I'm thumbing through, seeing if there's anything else interesting.
As you thumb through, you would see the different notes he's kept over months, maybe even years. It's hard to say again with the lack of dating system. I want you to give me either an investigation or perception check here, Cecil, as you thumb through this.
23.
You would notice some interesting things. Multiple mentions of collusion with goblins. Some in the nearby forests. Others in Wildewitch. All done through his more ostracized cousin Wildewitch. He mentions that she has a way with fey creatures that he doesn't pry into.
Okay. Avi, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Do you think I should take this?
Yes.
I take it.
All
I
right.
put it in the bag of holding.
It is in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Should I leave something behind?
I don't know. What would you leave behind?
I don't know. I got some dumb stuff though.
You want to leave your I've got your weird seeds in here.
Oh, I've got a bag of weird seeds too.
Uh, bag of weird seeds.
Yeah,
I got
because
a
I put one in
fast
the bag
car.
and I kept one on my person.
Yeah.
I have an explodey purple crystal in a magic pouch. I don't know what it does though.
I also have. You remember the Dustler crystal? That's still in here.
Maybe we just take this and hope he doesn't notice.
Maybe. I mean, it's his journal. I think he's gonna notice.
Is it his dream journal?
I mean, he puts his wants and aspirations in there, so.
We're gonna get sent to Principal Electric.
Let's just get out of here.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
scoot and boogie.
Alright. So, yeah, you guys are able to make your way out of Thalen's town house, and
Did we lock the drawer back up?
I don't believe you've got a way to lock the drawer back up, since you
Fair
used
enough.
magic to open it.
We could lockpick it closed.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do.
I'm proficient with them.
I have some.
Alright, it is a sleight of hand with thieves' tools to lock the drawer.
You want me to take a crack at it?
Yeah. Here, why don't you just hold on to these?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take them. That's a 29, Faye.
Alrighty, the drawer is closed. Locked.
Great. We're gonna have to lock the door too.
Is it one of those
I've-
that has a button that we can push and then close the door behind us?
No, it's not that fancy. But it will be quite the same. You can use
Only a 2, so a 17 this time.
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Well, we still have to deliver his package, so maybe we go to the council.
Does he have a mailbox?
There is a mailbox.
Great, I'll just put it in
Stuff
there.
it in there.
Yeah. Maybe he'll think his dad took it.
That'd be crazy.
That would be very easy.
Especially because his dad would have just left the package inside,
Yeah.
and then he would have been framed.
Mm. Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. It didn't happen that way.
No, it didn't.
Let me just take some notes real quick.
No! I don't want nothing to happen to that guy. Put down your pencil.
Joke's on you. It's a pen tonight now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Alright, yeah. You guys are able to leave, and where would you like to head?
I think I need to read all of this.
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's go back and we can take turns reading.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
We can do it like round robin.
All three of us? Cecil's looking worried. Not that you can see inside of his helmet.
Well,
Isn't
you know,
that
Brecken.
Isn't that burger restaurant?
Yeah. Brecken can't read so good, so it'll just be round robin between you and me, and then Bracken can listen.
Perfect.
Not that it's a bad thing that you can't read so good. We do need to work on your words.
Maybe another time when it's less important.
Well, you know, when we're all back together, you know, and I start up Cadrib lessons again, you can join in.
When Terraminder can
Yeah.
make flashcards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does help. She helps a lot. You saw how good his letters were, and he wrote to me? Remember? Then
Yeah.
Avi will pull out the letter and see, look how good his letters are.
And again, like, half of them are, like, reversed.
Yeah.
It's all
It's so
smudgy.
good.
Is he still holding the pen in a fist?
Oh, yeah, 100% fist hold.
Yeah, we'll work on the letters first, then we move on. but-
Arby. like carving into stone.
Why does he push so hard with the pencil?
It's
Looks like he's
crayon, first of all.
He's trying to murder the paper.
Just- would you leave him alone? I'm just trying to show you his progress.
He's just a boy.
Put the letter away, pouting a bit.
Oh my goodness.
I just miss him so much.
He's gonna get so spoiled come Winterlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Santa only wanted to make one stop this year.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, you guys get back and can read over the journal, and Cecil, I'm assuming that during this read you guys start from the front and just make your way through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old does the entry start?
They start a little bit before your banishment
Oh, great.
Oh my goodness.
and reveal his collusion with the goblins that attacked that evening. And then his plans and gloating after you received your punishment of how he will present himself as a diligent protector and work his way onto the council. And it seems to have worked, given what you've seen since your return. He speaks of how Jelaves mentioned utilizing figures from beyond the walls of Darkholm to achieve their ends. She spoke of contacts that she had of a fey nature, and he accepted her help. And you can see the threads of a plan woven between the two of them, fueled by the almost fanatic desire to accrue power in Thalen. But nourished by whatever schemes Jelaves seems to be compliant in. He mentions the current alliance he has with Dalafor, as well as his intentions to betray that alliance when it no longer serves him, once he has control over Darkholm, which seems to be his current objective. Who knows if that will change if he succeeds in his endeavor.
Wow.
He set me up.
He did.
All the way back then.
I don't know.
I think
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's how they get you.
I thought he was like my best friend.
I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like this is enough to give to the mayor.
I think so. Are we entirely sure that we trust the mayor?
I don't know.
We can go rooting through their stuff.
But she asked us to look into him. And we found enough.
I think Thalen will be relatively easy to bring down. But I
Well,
don't think
yeah.
I don't think all of this goes away until we get Jellives too.
Yeah.
And Bracken, he's gonna turn on Dalafor. So if we can prevent that, that looks good for your uncle.
Yeah, I mean, if we bring that up, I'm sure that'll be a good selling point. Counterpoint, we could let it happen and let those two fight it out.
Well, he's gonna
Because I hate
use
both of them.
well, he's gonna use the fairies that are here to cause some unrest or something.
All right. I mean, yeah, I guess that would be good to stop.
And maybe this would settle things with Dalafor.
Potentially. Still doesn't sound great to me, but yeah.
It looks better than letting a bunch of Dalafor's people die.
Yeah, it does.
I think when we're ready, it might be a good time to get Willa and my brothers together and show them this. And then
I
we
agree
take
with
that
that.
to the mayor. And then we can all go and arrest Thalen.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
It doesn't solve the Jellives problem though.
No, but it takes one piece off the chessboard.
I think if we move without taking care of Jellives, she might still cause problems. And if we move, she's gonna be gone. And who knows what else she's gonna stir up for us. This isn't the first time we've crossed with her.
Right. She's so slippery.
If we can take her first, maybe on one of her over-the-wall escapades during the night, and then I would think my brothers and sister would really like to be there to arrest Thalen. And then maybe this book can get me off the hook at least. I don't know if they'd lift the banishment because I'd still made a mistake, but maybe they would let me walk out of here.
Okay. So we get Jellives first.
I think so.
All right.
We can't let her get away though, because if she does, she'll
She'll
tip
tell
off
Thalen.
Thalen. Yep.
Then we won't let her get away.
And I don't think we involve my siblings yet. I think they'd.
Yeah, I
They
think
just.
we can handle this in house.
I think so. It might get unpleasant. We can try for an arrest on her, but I'm not confident on how that will go.
No, we need to take her out.
Then it'll almost have to be outside the walls.
Yeah.
Thank you both for helping me through this.
No worries.
Let's find her then.
Okay.
All right, so what's the plan? Do you keep a watch here as you've done before? Do you try and make camp out beyond the wall? What's the play?
I
Wouldn't
think
you like
us
to know?
being outside the wall already would be better for me.
Okay.
I think
I'm not
so.
so good at the climbing thing.
I have no preference, so that sounds agreeable.
I'm concerned that she's gonna go to a different place because she caught on to us following her before, so it might be hard to find her. But I agree. Outside the wall is the best, and we don't have to worry about climbing over and back.
Right. Okay. Then let's make up some bags. And let's go for a hike.
Yeah. There shouldn't be any problem with us using the gate during the day.
Okay.
They might not be thrilled about us. They might try and warn us to not go out there, but we can handle ourselves.
We can.
All right.
Okay.
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 All right, okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Fine.
Let's go.
Cool.
All right. It's easy enough to pack your bags. You guys are, experienced adventurers. And when you exit the gate, there is a very sort of not quite disdain, but I'll ask for an insight check here.
Jeez.
He definitely picks up what's being thrown down. So too does Bracken. It's very much like you've been given the warnings that beyond the area is dangerous. And with the fact that you guys are still going, it's like nobles doing anything they want because here you are part of the, emissary group. You are assumed to be of certain status.
I think we're fancy.
But you are, of course, allowed outside. And from there, it is up to you of what you'd like to do.
All right. Let's set up camp near maybe where she was before.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea to not light a fire. There's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff out here.
I wasn't planning to.
A lot of things we don't want to attract out here.
Okay.
Okay. So,
We'll make a concealed camp.
I'll ask for a survival check on that then.
Bang.
Hell
I've
yeah.
been here. I done this.
Yeah.
You've played these games before.
So, a nice, concealed, camouflaged camp. And it's a pretty cozy one, too. Definitely, if it rains, we'll keep the rain out.
Should we settle in and wait till nightfall?
Yeah, probably around the same time, so I don't remember. After midnight?
All right.
Something like that.
Well, then I'm
Like-
gonna take a nap.
Yeah, that sounds good. We've been busy.
I will stay awake.
Okay. As Cecily, you stay awake. What do you do while your companions rest?
Cecil's doing 360-degree surveillance. There's a lot of unpleasant goblin tribes that roam around out here, but he's looking for anyone that might spot them. Looking up above just as much as eye level.
Okay. I'll say perception check to keep an eye out.
22.
I'll keep that in mind. Any thoughts?
He's a little sad to hear about Amelia potentially being confined to her home. He feels a little guilty about that. He feels a little relieved that, maybe he's got a way back home where they've got evidence and proof that it wasn't necessarily all Cecil's fault. The original events of him getting banished. He's trying to focus on making sure everybody's safe and that this gets resolved before even considering that, but it's definitely in the back of his mind.
Alrighty. Afternoon turns to evening, and while you can see the sort of vague, distant shapes of patrols and guards atop the walls of Darkholm, no one seems to be in sort of an immediate visual where they would be able to see you, given the camp that you've created here. And soon enough, it's time for your companions to rise. You all will have been able to complete a short rest during this time. Not that it really matters, unless, you got anything you want to do on a short rest. Any abilities and whatnot. But now I believe comes a more intensive watch for the group, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You could say that.
Then why don't we roll perception rolls?
And Cecil's listening just as much as he's looking because he's expecting her to be invincible again. Damn it.
Cecil, your eyes are a little bit droopy. But Avi,
Mm.
into 26. As it gets closer to about midnight, only a sliver of the moon in the sky this evening, you would see a dark figure slide down the wall outside.
Mm.
Careful of the different defenses that are there. Someone who might have experience traversing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the face clearly, but you can assume that this is Wildewitch.
Great. I'll kind of nudge Cecil and Bracken. There she is.
Alright, well, let's follow her quietly.
Alright. That'll be a stealth roll.
What's the matter, Cecil?
Bad.
Not the worst.
You're able to follow Jelibas as she moves through the forest. And for a moment you think that perhaps you've succeeded in being unnoticed this time when he stops. You can see her head sort of tilt as if she's trying to sense if someone's there. And I'm going to ask for perception checks here. Avi and Cecil would notice this. You would see where her hand goes to her hip, as if reaching for a weapon. It's not
How
yet.
far from the walls are we?
Like a few minutes walk, pretty far into the forest.
All right, cool. Watching still.
She's just waiting, listening, hand on a weapon at the ready.
And how far away is she from us right now?
I'd say since you guys were trying to keep a decent distance, she's about 50 feet away. Enough that you can keep close eyes on her, but not so close that you can be easily spotted.
Okay. I just want to see if she draws a weapon, turns around, or if she's content and moves on.
Okay. Holding your breath to see if she does anything. After about a minute or so of nothing pouncing, she shakes her head and mutters to herself. If anyone wants to try and listen into that, I'll ask for another perception check based on hearing. Cecil and Avi, you can hear her mutter, Thalen and his spies. But she'll continue on her path. Though it does seem that she's taking more erratic moves through the forest now, perhaps to throw off the trail. I'm going to ask for either perception or survival to see if you can accurately follow her. Brecken, survival or perception?
Didn't I just roll perception? Or is this a new one?
This is a new one.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, you guys are able to keep the trailing effort here, even with her attempts to confound any potential tails. As you follow, you would see where she makes her way to a very particular gnarled tree here in the forest. You can see that there are some burnt out stubs of old candles. And this evening, Jelliva seems to bring with her some fresh candles and begins to place them around. And there's a wary moment that she looks around again to make sure that she's not been followed before she begins to light the candles. And you would see that they glow with a green flame.
Cecil will look at Avi and Brack and just kind of like shrug his shoulders like he doesn't know what's going on.
I'm. Uh,
I mean, it's obviously a ritual of some kind.
it's up to no good. Some weird magic stuff.
Cecil will nod and just keep watching, see what she's doing.
The ritual she performs finishes, and there is this sort of face that appears on the gnarled tree.
You're late, child.
Apologies. I was not able to safely travel on the agreed upon night.
Well, speak upon your progress.
Tensions are growing here within the city, just as I told you they would. My cousin is more paranoid than I even prepared for. Newcomers into the city, the ones that interrupted our efforts in Atravenza, I think will accelerate his own endeavors. I will make sure that the pieces are in place for you to get what you want.
You best do so, child. You know what's at stake.
And with that, a wind will blow out the green flames upon the candle, and the face in the tree becomes nothing more than swirls and knots. And Jelavesh will look around once more before Hood Tight seems to make her way back towards Darkholm.
Cecil's gonna look at Avi and Bracken and just nod.
Then also I'm a Nocturus.
Let's make it happen.
How far away is Jelveth?
If you've not tried to get any closer, she's still in that range of about 50 to 80 feet, depending on how soon you act.
Is she coming back towards us?
She does not seem to be coming in the direct same path. She seems to be taking a more sort of U-shaped circle around.
Cecil's casting Guiding Bolt.
All right, roll for me an attack roll with that.
29.
All right. And then let's get some damage from that as well.
11.
As you're able to step out to get a clear sight between the trees, you do strike Jelaves, where she glows, turning with you all to a scowl. And since this would lead into a combat, I'm going to say that we'll have to end our session a little early and pick up with our combat in our next session.
Oh.
So we will start our next session with initiative rolls and a glowing Jelaves. All right. But I do want to say thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I will see you guys in our next stream, but until then, you can always follow us here on Twitch for any of our upcoming live streams. You can head over to YouTube for our VODs. You can check us out on our website for more information about us and Velinara. You can head over to our Discord just to keep up to announcements, or if you'd like to jump in a game yourself. But until the next one, we'll be a see you laters.